Good afternoon and welcome back to the Whatever You Want podcast. My name is John.
I'm Anders.
Cheers, I'm Zack.
And let's go.
Listen, man.
Wow, look at that.
Held it. Not a single
That
drop.
was my bad.
No, you're good. It was kind of cool to say my name while getting pain poured.
We're popping champagne. Is this champagne?
Prosecco.
Prosecco.
Yes, it's an Italian beverage. Much like sparkling water, or they call gas.
Oh yeah, with gas.
With gas.
With or without. John, how are you?
I'm well. Yourself?
Good.
Hi.
Hi.
As the Cool Jays know, we have been absent in y'all's lives.
That is
and we're excited to return.
Yeah, and
be back.
I think something happened while we were gone. You want to fill the people in, Des?
Me and the lovely Rebecca at Scream of Consciousness got married.
Hit that fucking button, dude.
Yes, we got married. Nice little small ceremony in the courtyard. Just family and a couple friends, and and then went to Florida for a little mini honeymoon. And now we're married. And it feels weird to say my wife to people.
Like Borat, my wife.
My wife. No, but it's weird because when I was engaged, it was weird saying fiance, and I wanted to say wife. And then now I'm married, and it's weird to say wife because I want to say fiance. So isn't that interesting?
Dude, cheers to you being married to Rebecca.
Thank
What
you.
an amazing,
Appreciate
yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, now you're married. Fuck. Well, what's
Yeah.
next?
Oh, God. Don't even get me started on kids. No thanks. Not yet, at least.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool. A
y'all want
little
kids?
Des running around.
Do y'all want kids?
I'll answer for everybody. I think I don't know.
Okay. Good answer. Jay?
I absolutely want to reproduce.
Okay.
Like you're a printer. Just
Sending out copies.
I believe that's why we're here. We are a species, and to continue the species, you got to keep pumping them out.
Procreate.
keep pumping them out.
Yeah.
Now, some would say that is what the most important decision of your life is choosing who to reproduce with.
Probably.
Or
Is
just,
what's a big, no, seriously, let's go Durs and then Zach.
Yeah.
What is a bigger personal decision that you can make in life than having sex with and reproducing and bringing in a new life into the world? Your choice of person to do that with, what's a bigger choice?
There's not much bigger than that.
maybe like what your religion is, but not even still. Not that honestly
you're
doesn't
gonna wear
even
it today?
matter compared to that, because this is having a kid is more real. Having a son or a daughter is more real.
It's like actually putting something into the world. Like
Yeah.
nobody cares what religion you are,
Or a
really.
person, I guess. If they
I mean,
want to be.
I guess maybe it's deciding to have a kid, but I guess that's kind of along the same lines what you're saying.
I'm like one of those people. I like to say like I hate kids, but like I really love like youth makes me very happy.
Oh yeah, I just don't know if I want to have one.
Imagine what if it was awkward.
What with the kid?
Yeah. You're
Like I don't know what to talk about with him.
so
So what's up,
Yeah.
dude?
do you What'd you do today?
What? Oh, we've already done. What would you name your kids?
What did we fucking say?
I remember you said Greenie.
That might be my favorite whatever you want episode.
That was a
Biscuit
great
and
one.
Greenie.
Biscuit and Greenie. That's right.
Why do I forget these things? Oh man. Well, anyways, speaking of kids, I was at work yesterday and there was like a lot of 16-year-olds and I was having to be like a little dad.
Wait.
16-year-old boys.
Wow.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But why at work are there 16-year-olds?
They were volunteering with the church that's
clears
like
up a lot of
sponsoring the
things.
house. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, Cool Jays. If you didn't know, yeah, that's my job. So then they were like, you know, I'm like, they don't know how to do anything. Like I found one of the dads at the very beginning, and they were like, all the kids were like eating donuts, just a bunch of boys, and maybe like 2 girls. And by the way, I think everybody kind of agrees on this. Like at that age, like the shithead to normal person ratio with boys and girls is astoundingly.
Yeah.
It's just
There's a lot more shitheads, is what you're saying.
imagine if
That age.
imagine if women did that though.
Did what?
Just okay, so like give you an example. I'm like I leveled with the dad. I was like, oh, so like do these guys like know, like did they grow up doing like handyman stuff? Like can I like get them to put doorknobs up? And he was like, I don't know, man. Maybe painting. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just
Okay.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
And so I'm like having them not even paint stuff in the house, like on the street, stuff before we put it up, pre-paint
Right.
this stuff. They're painting each other.
Oh my God.
They're taking the roller and they're trying to put it on each other's faces. And
Yeah. That sounds like some teenage boys.
yeah. And part of me is like, I see that and I'm like, that's cool. Like I kind of miss being carefree. But then I'm like, I remember I'm at work and I'm like, okay, now I have to go be a dick to them.
Yeah. Well, they probably think you're like so much older. Remember at that age, like
Yeah.
a 25-year-old felt like a 50-year-old when I was in, middle school.
I remember being in kindergarten and thinking 5th graders were adults.
Right.
There's that great meme that shows. I'll have to send it. It won't make much sense to the Cool Jays, but it's like, remember like going to like, you'd have to like run something to the older, like the 8th graders when you were like a 6th grader.
Yeah.
And it was like, and the meme is like what 8th graders look like. And you open the door and it's like a club and it's all
Yeah, I saw that same shit.
That's hilarious.
You go to like, what you want, man?
like, will you take pencils to Miss Johnson's class? And you're like, oh, the hot
Scared.
chick is in there.
Yeah. Whoa, they have boobs.
Des, would you like to get straight into it with questions or introduce the reverse UGO game or whatever you'd like, Des?
So yeah,
Reverse Yu-Gi-Oh! Whoa!
this week I came up with a little fresh idea on a new spin on our classic UGO game. Instead of us like trying to think, what's underrated? I don't know. We had you, Cool Jays, write in some suggestions, and we are just going to go ahead and go around for each one and say whether we
Fire
think
them
it's
off. Let's
under,
go.
over, or
Thanks,
garbage.
Cool Jays.
It's time.
Reverse Yu-Gi-Oh! Number 1. First
Okay.
contestant.
The first one is, hold on one second.
Oh, I'm hyped for this. This is gonna be
Okay.
fun.
Should I read the names?
Nah, just do the.
No?
Just do, yeah.
fuck
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Taco Mac,
Oh.
RIP OG location.
Oh, right. Is it still open though now though?
No, it's on.
it's
They took
cooked.
the sign down and everything.
Dang.
may I start off with
please,
that one?
please.
And I think this is going to be a unique answer. I don't think it fits into any 3 of those.
Okay.
I don't think it's underrated. I don't think it's garbage. And I don't think it's overrated.
Is there a new category we should add to this? Like
It
fire?
certainly had a moment in time when it was overrated. Like when, the transition to T-Mac, it was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like you guys are trying to do the Chili's thing or something.
You're not Tracy McGrady, dude.
Yeah, like chill. Like, and also we want you to stay like with the local feel. But
anyways, that was my answer. Was it doesn't fit into any of the, I thought that would be a unique, cool answer that I believe that it doesn't fit into one of those categories.
Yeah, and I think that's where I'm jumping off with. If I had to give it one, I think I'd give it to overrated, just because it's become a little bit more like T-Mac. I mean, it's T-Mac now.
It's a chain.
Yeah,
I get it.
And like you said, the OG spots are done. So I mean, they have the same one in. Oh no, that's not Taco Mac anymore in Decatur.
Oh, I don't know. I never got a Decatur.
All right, so Zach said
I can't
overrated.
keep up.
I'm gonna say underrated.
Oh,
I think they have the best ranch I've ever had in my life, and I think that puts it over the top.
You like the ranch there?
The ranch is so good,
bro. What about? Okay, sorry. Before we get to the next one, what about ranch at that pizza spot? What the fuck, Glide?
Oh, I still haven't been there.
You're gonna fuck with that ranch.
Oh, I'm
dude.
sure I will.
I don't even like ranch, and I'm like, damn, that's pretty good.
Oh, train.
Also, sleeper pick for ranch. They say the blackened ranch Popeyes.
Oh, I've had that. That's good.
Significant ranch.
You can just taste the fakeness, though.
Yeah, I didn't really get it, but I know
Taco Mac is fresh. Like, you can tell they just made
All right, let's go to the next one.
Next one. All right. Okay.
Can't talk about T-Mac for fucking.
No.
10 minutes.
This might need a little clarification.
I'm hungry.
This one is Jeep Ducks. Do you know what
I know what you're talking
means?
about.
Like, people who have Jeeps and they put like rubber duckies all across the dashboard and stickers of rubber ducks.
Hey, here Des was asking about if there was a new answer we could add to UGO. Yeah, I call it I because that stands for irrelevant. That's what that is. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, I didn't even know.
I don't understand why.
You know, that's the definition of irrelevance.
Right.
No idea.
I see it all the time now. I never noticed it, and then Rebecca pointed it out to me once, and now I see every Jeep has just tons of them.
But it's funny because it doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me.
How come they don't move?
I don't
know. I just don't get it.
I feel like if I had rubber ducks in my hood, they'd be rolling around while I'm driving like a maniac.
Yeah, I'm going to say garbage. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah. Zach, what's your answer, bro?
Overrated. I mean.
All right. Next one, Des.
All right. Vegas.
Ooh.
By the way, not hating on the Ducks, but yeah, overrated. What was it again?
I've only been to Vegas. I've only been to Vegas once. Mm-hmm. And again, weird enough, I might be lame with these. I think that's another one that doesn't fit into any of those three categories. I don't think it's underrated. I don't think it's garbage, and I don't think it's overrated.
I think it is underrated.
I think it's overrated.
You think it's overrated?
I do.
That's a good call. I want to call it underrated because like it's fun to get like you think about going on a trip with your friends and stuff like that. People discuss different places. Like you say Vegas, people laugh, they roll their eyes, and it's like no, but this is seriously a great place to go on a trip with your friends.
Yeah,
you know.
I just think it's too cliche. It's like people, when you think about like a bachelor party, they're like, oh, are you going to Vegas? Like, no.
Well, and everything's ironic there. Like, oh, yeah, we'll go gamble. But then you do. Or they're like, oh, we could get married there. And people do. It's like.
I like Vegas for like a couple nights, but any more than that, it's like I want to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Des, you got the next one.
Yes. Playoff basketball.
Oh my gosh.
Like NBA?
Yeah.
Oh man. Look, they were awfully cheeky and smart with including playoff basketball because that's the only brand of NBA that's even close to
watchable
consuming their product.
Yeah.
And it's still really not that entertaining. You see guys hanging around the 3-point line.
Yeah.
I know I need to get to my answer, but this is I'm supporting my answer here.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Is the players are lazy. There's no defense. They chuck up threes, and I think it's absolutely overrated.
That's why you don't like the Celtics.
Dude,
I don't.
It's hard. It's hard to watch them sometimes.
Yeah.
They literally come down. There's the shot clock starts, they chuck up a 3. They get a rebound, pass it out, chuck up another 3.
Yeah.
It's just, where's dribbling and cutting and
dunking,
passing and nothing? I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a huge basketball fan and NBA fan. I mean, it's the best basketball players in the world. It's
what did you call it, John? Garbage or overrated? Overrated.
But I think I do agree with you that it's become overrated because of just the style of play now. It's kind of hard to watch sometimes.
I'm actually going to say garbage because it could be so much fucking better, and it's not. Mm-hmm. Like, watching The Last Dance again and again, I'm like, what the fuck has happened to the NBA?
Yeah.
I don't get entertained. I mean, even with Ant, like, I want to watch the Timberwolves play. Yeah. And then it's like, you watch a game where he's not really doing much. It's like, what the fuck? I just wasted like so much time of my night. And the games are so late. They're so late.
Yeah.
Well, to support what Zack is saying too, when you see guys like LeBron and those guys like cutting up under 2 minutes and they're like laughing during timeouts with the other team, it's like, how am I supposed to take y'all seriously?
Right.
Seriously.
Yeah,
how do I get invested in this if there's no like headbutting or nothing? Yeah,
absolute joke.
And dude, the whole like load management thing where it's like, oh, I'm not going to play 30% of the games.
Could you imagine Tom Brady yucking it up with a linebacker in the red zone and 2 minutes in the AFC Championship?
I mean, shit, almost any football player.
I mean,
no, I could not imagine that. And you know, I hate hating on the NBA, but I do see it, and the flopping and the foul baiting where you pump fake and jump into someone. And all the carrying and the traveling that doesn't get called because they want it to be more entertaining.
I think the NBA is just too cheap. I mean, like those guys, the players they got a longer season than most other.
It's 82
sports.
games, 82. I mean, it's too many games.
The off season's short.
Yeah, it should be. They should play like 60 games, and then the playoffs should be first round best of 5, second round best of 7.
Okay, Anders Stern.
Hey man, I've got ideas.
Stern.
I got ideas. And no 4-team play-ins. Come on.
Yeah, it's gotten so fucking Mickey Mouse with like,
especially for us, we suck. Like watching us lose those play-ins, it's like this just adds insult to injury. We know we had a bad season. We should not be here.
More than half the league makes the playoffs.
We shouldn't be there. And I think that's them trying to do like a fucking bracketology thing. And it's like
they're not doing it right.
Different. Like you're not. It's so annoying. It's cool how like people like the NFL, people like college football. Yeah. Some people really like extremely have one preference over the other, but they're both good in their own rights with the playoffs, you know?
Right. There's nothing better than March Madness, I will say that.
I don't think anybody is obsessed with the NBA
finals. Basketball wise.
I don't think anybody's obsessed with the NBA finals unless they're a home team is a prestige basketball team.
Right.
I would be all about it if the Hawks were in it, but I'm just like casually watching it. Cheers.
Throw it back. Why?
All right.
Hey, that hurts.
Here's another one. Your sister's ass.
Get fucked.
You're the only one with a sister.
Don't do that. You're not a cool J. Hey, guess what?
Get fucked.
Get fucked.
All right. Pickleball.
Ooh.
Have you played it before?
Yeah,
I have, and I think that's a very simple overrated, and it doesn't need much.
I think you're right.
Comment, it's fine, but it's absolutely overrated. That's it.
The craze is a bit much.
It's not garbage though.
It's not garbage.
It is fun.
It's fine.
I'm gonna call it underrated. I feel like people think it's for like rich people or
old people
yeah, and I'm like, I don't want tennis to go away.
Yeah, tennis is more.
I think if there was a pickleball court near me, I would be playing that shit. That's the thing. It's sleeping. It's being slept on. It starts to really come up, like not just people talking about
underrated?
it. Yeah, I'm going undie.
Wow.
Yeah,
that shocks me, bro.
Well, it's not garbage. No. I want to be different than you guys. Okay. We haven't agreed yet. Well, you guys have.
Well, we haven't had a unanimous one yet.
I don't know if I would do an irrelevant, John, but maybe one will pop up or a non-category one. I almost want to say pickleball is a non-category for me, but it's underrated if I'm going to choose.
All right. How about empty bars?
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
It really depends. Fuck.
Hold on. Empty
bars. Like you go in, you're the only one in there. Other than obviously a bartender.
I mean, can I be really brutally honest? I guess so. This is our platform to do so.
Right.
I think that's pretty garbage.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason I'm at a bar is to socialize, and if the only person I'm socializing with is pouring my drinks, I'm only going to be there for about 20 minutes. So I think that's garbage.
Fair point.
I'm not going to a bar for it to be empty. I mean, that's me personally.
No, I agree with you. If you're going by yourself to the bar and it's empty, that's garbage. But if you're going with a group and it's empty, I think it's underrated because then you don't have to wait on a drink. You can play whatever music you want on the touchy. You can have, depending on what kind of bar it is, you can play darts and pool and not have to wait or anything. That. So
that's a good point, Des.
I guess I'm weird, or maybe an alcoholic. I go to Halfway Crooks. It's not a bar, brewery.
Yeah.
It's not empty, but I go alone. I don't talk to anybody. I just drink and then I leave.
I kind of like that.
And so
but there's
to me,
there, right?
Okay. But with bars, I'm not saying empty, but there's something about, I'm going to call it undie, dude. Yeah, it's underrated because, I mean, kind of what Durs was saying, you can do whatever you want and you're not waiting around or whatever. Also, and I know you agree with this, John. I kind of like talking to the bartender. That's why I say it depends.
Hey, did you not hear? Look, I said for 20 minutes.
No, of course.
I never said I didn't like it.
No, of course. Well, you called it garbage, and you said, yeah, right. So
no, I meant talking to the bartender.
Yeah. No, and
at that 20 minutes mark, you've already learned about the family. You've already learned about what music they like. You already learned what I'm drinking.
Right.
What else are we talking about here?
Yeah.
The town.
I'm not about to go home after 3 hours with just me and the bartender and be like, God, that was really worth my time.
Here, let me set up the scenario. You go to Vegas, right? You go to Vegas. You're alone. Already ridiculous scenario.
Sure.
You go into an empty bar and you talk to the bartender about what the fuck to do in Vegas because they're a local and blah, blah, blah. Take it to be any city then. You go into the empty bar, you talk to the local, you're on vacation, you're alone. Now, boom, you have created potential itinerary for yourself.
That's true.
That's actually rooted in a real person's opinion.
But how long does that conversation
20 minutes and then you leave
exactly.
and then you go to the other place. But that's why I say they're useful. It's useful. Empty bars are, they exist. They can be
useful,
and we coexist with them.
Correct.
It's just like how it's fun to be in a jumping ass bar, but at the same time,
it's a pain in the ass.
We get why some of y'all cool J's would call that garbage. Yeah. Yes. Or overrated.
Right. Well, I think that was good.
Lovely, man.
Good go around.
Good job. Good golly, you cool J's. Except for the pervert. But that's okay.
You know who you are. Chain restaurants. I guess we kind of already touched on that with Taco Mat, but in general, chain restaurants.
Overrated.
I mean, let's go with the very easy layup answer. That's just for me is overrated. I mean, it's not underrated.
Yeah.
And they're also not garbage because they help you out in different spots. That's a good team player.
Right. They're usually pretty consistent.
Chain restaurants are like that bullpen reliever that come in and bridge the gap.
Right. The long reliever gets you about 4 innings.
You want to call this
Jesse
shit garbage. You want to call it garbage so bad until you're in the middle of nowhere on the road.
Right.
And that's the only thing you wish you could get.
Correct.
Because if it's gone, if you don't have it and you need something, you're fucked.
And you know what the quality of the food's going to be. It's not going to be great, but at least you know it's not just going to be dog shit. You know what I mean? Because there's a standard that they have across the corporate. It's also very weird to just think about a restaurant being a corporate.
You know how people say
food.
now there's people that were born into computers. They don't know a world without computers. There was a time where this shit didn't exist. We don't know. We can't even imagine what it would be like without chain restaurants. It's
Yeah.
always been that way for us.
There's always been chain restaurants for us. That's true. Hula Hands.
What the fuck is that?
That was like one of the earliest chain restaurants I can think
Really?
of. Because I don't know. I used to go there when
What
I was
is
a kid.
Hula Hands?
I don't know. Hooligans? Hula Hands? I don't know. Should we do another one?
Marlowe's Tavern, garbage.
Oh,
Ooh. Yeah.
yeah,
let's-
I would go underrated. There.
Underrated.
I would
I don't
say
know.
overrated, but-
I just never. The sign is garbage. They have
let's go through some chain restaurants and call them underrated.
Bonefish.
Let's do it very rapid fire.
Bonefish.
Bonefish?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep throwing them out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Applebee's,
Over garbage.
Longhorn.
Wait, hold on. Let me get a chance.
Oh my
to
bad, my
answer
bad. I'm throwing them.
I know, yeah, and I'm
Applebee's.
trying to breathe and answer them.
Applebee's.
Applebee's,
See ya. Garbage.
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 Yeah.
Chili's.
Chili's.
Underrated.
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 I'm going
yes.
overrated.
Ooh.
Outback.
Outback underrated.
Overrated, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going underrated too.
How about Longhorn?
Longhorn? Also
Overrated.
underrated.
Overrated.
Oh my gosh.
Underrated. Yeah.
These places are actually, you know what? Hey, the Longhorn, fucking garbage, bro.
Oh.
The first Longhorn I went to, they had like peanuts in there, like Five Guys, and people were just throwing the shells on the floor.
God,
And
that's
then when I
awful.
went to another Longhorn, I was like, wait, they don't do this at all of them?
So that's the charm for you?
Yeah, I liked that fucking Florida Longhorn I went to, and fucking peanut shells all over the floor.
Okay, how
Yeah.
about Five Guys?
Five Guys is, oh man.
Wait, we lost John.
Or we lost his camera.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm just sending a quick text.
TV just says iPhone. We're about to do an Apple press release.
The new iPhone. That's John.
What if your friend was just an iPhone
This is the new AI assistant.
and fit him in your pocket?
Idiot.
Okay, how about Five Guys?
I'm going to be silly with this one. I'll go garbage because of the price.
Oh, okay.
But the food quality is great.
See, I'm going to go overrated.
All right, so give me one better burger chain.
I mean,
Don't say
local
Shake
chain
Shack. Don't say
grindhouse.
Shake Shack's better. It's not.
What did you say?
Local grindhouse.
Yeah.
I love that Zack had a chain.
I think
It is a chain. There's
I think I
multiple.
agree with Durs too. I think I like Grindhouse more than. I mean, I'm finding myself going there more. They got beer, bruh. Five Guys, step your game up,
I think
dude.
Shake Shack is also overrated, but I think it's on par with Five Guys.
Nah, Five Guys better than Shake Shack to me.
There's more options at Five Guys. You can
I
get
get
different toppings.
But yet, do you mix up your burger?
Not usually. Unless I go and I get a Dixie.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. You can get a specific kind at a specific place. That's true. God, did we ever do a UGO with the fucking thick burgers? Or we talked about burgers anyways.
Yeah.
Do we have any more?
Can we get on to the next topic?
we have more.
besides
Yeah, we have more.
food?
We have
Fuck.
more reverse UGs?
That's half of this podcast is food.
Eat it up, Cool J's.
All right, music festivals.
Okay. I will tell you.
I'm torn on this one.
They're overrated. I will tell you.
Ooh.
I will tell you.
Yeah.
When you go to a music festival,
I don't know about that, man. This is just me. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't know if I would go overrated because I've had incredible memories at music festivals.
Same.
I would not
Seeing
call them
Incubus
garbage.
Dude, 2016, saw Deftones on a Friday, woke up in my bed and go, I get to see My Morning Jacket tonight.
That's right.
That's not overrated and that's not garbage.
This is what I'm saying. When you go to a music festival, this is going back to what JJ said about the last one.
True.
This is why they're overrated.
This
Because
is also why
you are making a
Have you-
commitment that like, oh, what am I doing this summer? This is like, it's like a huge, like you can't do other shit that month because you're, or I don't know. Maybe I'm broke. I just like,
Well,
it's so much money.
beers are $14.
Everything in there is
have you guys seen when they had Shaky Knees at Central Park and there was a kid that went like during the winter time and literally dug like a 3-foot hole and buried a handle of whiskey?
Oh, that's
and
amazing.
Fucking packed it in and then went back to the same spot.
Yes.
I think you
Dug
said
it
that
out.
on this podcast
Dude.
before.
I'm gonna do that.
We have talked
How
about the
fun is
tattoo
that?
a lot on the podcast, which is so dope. That's why you guys like that, Shaky Knees, and that's why I like Jazz Fest.
I love Jazz
because I can bring,
free.
which by the way is in a week.
Oh, is it?
I'll be there, Cool J's.
Who's playing?
Not Andre, probably. Although he just dropped a piano record, and then someone was criticizing
last
him.
year.
I know he was playing flutes.
Yeah.
He's playing flutes now. He's tickling ivory, but I don't think he's going to be a Jazz Fest.
Tickling Ivory. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. It's called 8 Piano Sketches or something like that. People are. The dumbest thing was he was at the Met Gala wearing
Wearing a piano.
Bro, what the
Met
fuck?
Gala garbage.
Yeah, overrated garbage.
My thing on music festivals is I agree with all these points. Like, it's expensive. It's usually really hot and extremely tiring, and you don't get to see every band that you want to see because they're playing at the same time on a different stage. But you pay like $100 a day to see 6 bands that you would spend at least $60 to see each. So you kind of are saving a little money there. You get more bang for your buck music wise, but I don't know. It's
I wish
like
I
too
could-
crowded. It's expensive, and it's just tough.
I want to do it. I've never done one, so I'm honestly just a hater.
Never done one.
No, just Jazz Fest.
Oh,
And
dude,
I want to camp. I always wanted to go to Bonnaroo. I never did.
Bonnaroo is overrated. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, it became.
that shit is miserable.
They looked. I know, and people. That's the thing. I would see friends would come back, and they would just all the stories they would tell me were hilarious. But it just like
Yeah.
sounds like you guys went through hell.
Yeah.
Like
I
had a
slept-
bad acid trip.
Yeah.
You know, fucking
I slept outside
felt disgusting.
on an air mattress under like a canopy.
Yeah.
Like one we had at the beach. And like the last night, it poured rain, and I woke up soaked. And it was miserable.
And you're like,
But
time to go home.
I'm sure there's better ways to do it than that, obviously. But
I mean, people sleep at the hotels, right?
yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
All right.
good one though, John. I didn't realize your blinds are like that. Yeah, the flippy kind. Mm-hmm. Have you what have you done to the place, man? Posters up?
Nah, kinda. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Just partying, man.
So speaking of shows, you saw Deftones about a month and a half ago, right? How was that?
It was in
March, right?
March. Yeah, March 19th.
I think I knew a couple other people that went there too. It looked crazy. It was like at
State Farm.
nice State Farm
And
Arena.
they sold it out, man. And there were 30,000 people on a Tuesday night at State Farm in March. It was hard to comprehend considering watching their journey and
You know their discog really well too.
I know everything you want to know about them, bro.
So what were the encores?
At the show they came out with Minerva off Self-Titled, and then they went into Bored, and then closed with, wasn't Engine Number 9, it was 7 Words.
Ooh.
Wait, the
Bangers.
encores were those three? Or
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
how
Minerva into Bored into 7 Words.
all right, and then for the most part the concert was Ohms.
No, it was very greatest hits vibes, like
Nice.
I'll Be Quiet and Drive and My Own
Change.
Summer and
Nice.
Change.
Diamond Eyes, and
yeah.
all those are just
Brilliant to
can't
hear
even,
live.
Yeah.
you can't even put into words how good it is. But and you can't also blame them. I mean, Chino's fucking 53 years old.
I
Like,
think I saw a story in it like
crazy.
that you posted and I was like, damn, he looks old up there.
It's crazy how popular they like weirdly have become. I don't even know if that's the right way to put it, but
No, it is. It is. I've told this story to Greg a couple of times. I have a friend down here on the island named Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Laura has when I met her, 16 but 17-year-old daughter. And we all got lunch one day, and our friend brought the kids, and me and Hayes went, and we all sat down, and I was asking Laura's eldest daughter, I said, "Oh, you're in high school. Oh, that's crazy. Oh man, like what do you guys listen to?" Because like in high school we were listening to like Weezer and like
311.
Yellow Card and like 311, like just like shit we grew up on.
182.
And I asked this girl, and she was just like, "Yeah, what do you like?" And then I go, you probably wouldn't know it. I go, it's kind of crazy stuff. What do you mean? This band Deftones. And she goes, oh, I know Deftones. And I thought she was kidding with me. This is a 16, dude.
Right.
Think about this. A 16-year-old girl goes, oh, I know Deftones. She goes, oh yeah, Around the Fur is my favorite album by them. And I'm like,
what?
So she's a metalhead.
And not even though.
Yeah.
She loves Tyler the Creator and loves Steve Lacy and loves Faye Webster and just like all this shit.
That's all good. That's all great music.
Yeah.
That's all really good.
Metalhead, yeah.
But
No, not
crazy,
exactly.
No, but what I had to like sit down, and obviously with everybody there, I sat down with this 16-year-old and I was like, okay, break this down for me. Because how I learned about Deftones was sitting at a computer with Durs and on the suggested, and he goes, oh dude, I think my older brother likes that song. And we clicked it, and me and Durs are both like,
wait, which song?
it was probably Change, and it was live. Yeah. And
I
remember sitting at my parents' PC computer and like,
that's cool, man.
2009.
Yeah.
And Durs is like, oh, I think my older brother likes them. And he and I were both like, holy shit.
I used to listen to them when White Pony came out, but
wow,
kind of
that's
lost
so
them.
early. But man, I wish I had known about it.
I asked the 16-year-old, I go, how did you hear about this?
Yeah.
What made you keep listening? All these things. And
I
she
bet
goes,
I know what she's gonna say.
No, she literally just goes, oh yeah, it was a TikTok reel.
Yep.
And then she was like,
they
and then I was
resurfaced
interested because it was like that dreamy, dark, but kind of heavy, but not like overly screamo. It was like melodic.
The internet reemerged them. Like there's so many
1,000,000%, dude. You know why? Because I was seeing them on tour playing the Tabernacle.
Yeah.
And Chino's hammered and like it's great, but like it's all old heads. And I went to this show in March, dude.
You were probably one of the oldest ones there.
I was absolutely on the older end of the spectrum.
That's crazy.
I was like, looking around.
Deftones fans are looked at as old now.
That kid's 19. I was like, that kid's 19. That kid's 21. That kid's 20. All right, that kid's 25.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's interesting that like TikTok will do that.
They're the big dogs now too. It's like my buddy in high school went to the System of a Down show and Deftones opened for them. And like, I bet there were people at that show that were like, yeah. So I guess he didn't do it in high school. He did it a little bit after. But I mean, I remember people were like saying like, oh yeah, I didn't come to see them. You know what I mean?
It was a sick fucking tour, man. Was seeing Deftones open for Incubus.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Me and Jake Reeder went, and man, that
wasn't
we were walking in.
Mastodon played too. What?
That was a different. That was a different tour. That was Mastodon opening for Deftones. Saw that at Lakewood too.
Yeah.
But me and Jake were kind of giggling to each other walking into Deftones opening for Incubus because we were like, dude, we're pretty fucking lucky right now. Like,
yeah.
Don't they live in Atlanta?
Who?
Mastodon?
Yeah, they're from Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Like they hang out. Like one of them hangs out at Elmere all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Brent Hines ignored me. I was banging on the window. I was like, Brent.
Was this at Waverly?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. See, and that's how I discovered Deftones. Is like Jay was buying you records.
Wait, hold on.
I think he bought you Diamond Eyes or Bored. I mean, not Bored.
He bought me Adrenaline.
He bought you Adrenaline. That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
I have Diamond Eyes as well.
There it is.
Hey.
Yeah.
With a turkey baster.
And see, I'm stupid. I thought it was a shell.
I thought it was a shell at first. I don't know. What is it?
It's a very pretty picture.
Jeez. It's so 90s.
I know, right? Just like not trying to impress anyone.
Right.
It's sick though.
I just got that one recently. JJ. Yeah.
On vinyl?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
And I've got, is it Around the Fur?
You know what I like about them too? They don't do deluxes.
They
don't do deluxes. They just.
That's one I have. It's Around the Fur, yeah. I got Around the Fur on.
Oh, that's
vinyl.
I kind of prefer that to Diamond Eyes. I think that's my favorite album. JJ and I have talked about this before. Like, what do you? I mean,
Mine's
for him,
he's like
a Beyonce fan. Like, it's impossible to rank the albums.
Yeah.
Mine is White Pony.
I mean, yeah, White Pony top to bottom is pretty ridiculous.
There's no skips.
That is objectively the best one.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, when you talk about, there are a lot of people that like Diamond Eyes. There are a lot of people that like Saturday Night Wrist. There are a lot of people that like.
Yeah, dude, I love Koi no Yokon.
That's a good one. That one's heavy.
That album is so good.
Remember, John? That was the one you were like, start with that one.
Dude,
The sounds they make on Koi are...
It's incredible.
You literally go, how are you incorporating hardcore, metal, alternative rock,
emo,
shoegaze? Like they literally do it all, and who does it like that?
Even like R&B.
Dude, that band will get you into shoegaze, and then you listen to other shoegaze bands, and then you're like, I think I just like Deftones.
Yeah. That's kind of how I am.
Yeah, like, but I do like Duster
I do
and
like
shit like that.
Yeah.
And
but
My
no
Bloody
one's
Valentine.
as good as Deftones, in my opinion, in that genre.
And see, but that's the cool thing is like because they're re-emerging, people are trying to make that sound again too.
That's very true.
And that's also good.
John,
like,
what's that band you met the lead singer out in front of the show, Deftones show?
Oh my gosh. Dude.
What? Wait, what?
They're called Silly Goose.
Silly Goose, that's it. Yeah.
Oh.
Are they good?
They're cool.
Shout out Silly Goose.
Shout out. Wait, what?
Yeah, shout out Silly Goose.
Was this at the show you went to? You met him?
The kid is he's awesome. I respect his grind, but he like shows up, hands out flyers. He's all over Instagram, and he's just like
social media whore.
Little stickers, and just like he's just a grinder, man. And they're bringing back that like Limp Bizkit kind of like early 2000s,
like rap rock.
Yeah,
rap metal.
Silly Goose. What's his name?
They pull up in like gas station parking lots and like open up a van, and like the cops show up, and they're just fucking going.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's kind of interesting. Like I've heard like the music scene now, if you're an up and coming band, to get noticed or anything, you have to be social media personalities too.
Yeah, of course.
You can't just make good music and expect to get radio play. Like nobody listens to radio anymore.
No, but what remains true is you have to just put on a show. You have to play shows.
You have to play shows. For sure.
I hate.
But you also have to make social media videos so people see you.
You do, but the thing is, music that's only on the internet and never performed is bad.
True, absolutely. You got to do both. Yeah.
Not to shit on like bedroom rock or anything like that or whatever it's called, but like
bedroom rock.
I don't know, like Youth Lagoon or like just stuff that like Pitchfork.
Sounds like somebody's sitting in their bedroom.
Yeah, when people have the pedals and shit, and they're just making. I mean, it's good. It's good.
Sure, it's fine. Yeah.
But be able to put on a good show.
Right.
I remember back when like we were younger and it was like really popping off the dubstep and the. I mean, house was always big, but like Aphex Twin is like a legend, right?
Aphex Twin's great.
You know, but it's just funny like thinking about how people would shit on it because it's like Skrillex is like up there or Avicii or whoever
just
is
pressing play.
You going, dude. You know, just one button or something like that, but it's it's just funny to think about it that way. God damn. Love music. Where would we be without it?
So wow, we just went on a whole thing. We got a couple more if you want.
Come on.
Of reverse CGOs.
Skirt.
All right. Public transport.
Wait, like the subway?
Yeah.
Underrated for sure. Underfunded, underrated, shitted on, judged, not utilized. Like
public transport here in Atlanta is garbage because it's underrated.
That is,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, John,
nobody like why the fuck?
What is this?
Just hop on a. There's a MARTA headquarters over here.
Yeah.
Where they like store buses and there's no MARTA stop. Why the fuck can't I get on a MARTA train?
Oh, you know what? I know about that because my neighbor in my building drives the bus, and I go, "Where do you go?" He goes, "Yeah, we go drive over there."
What does he take a MARTA bus to?
No, he has to go drive somewhere and then go run a route on a bus.
Correct.
And then go back there and then drive his car home.
But it's just like, why can't you get on the train to get there? Like, why do they have a headquarters here but no MARTA stop?
So
that's fucking stupid.
This is the other thing, like a little insider information. He was like, he's driving the bus for a minute, and his whole intention when I first met him was like, yeah, I'm eventually gonna like get my hours up and stuff so I can be a train conductor, because that would be better.
Oh, nice.
And I asked him about it recently. I was like, so when are you going to start doing the train? He was like, I've decided it's not even worth it. Like, I think there's so many barriers to entry, and it's like,
it's probably all automated now.
well,
anyway.
think about it. There's 2 fucking lines.
Right.
I mean, they act like it's 4, but it's 2 lines.
It's straight.
And how many conductors do they need? These people are probably like Supreme Court justices, these train conductors. They're like fucking 80 years old, just like, I've been doing that. When are you going to fire me? I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm
like,
not retiring.
And yeah, specifically Marta, fuck you.
Yeah.
Not fuck Marta, but fuck Georgia and fuck Atlanta.
Going to Chicago, that's like all I do. I just take the train everywhere.
It's great.
Fantastic.
And it's great. And then people that don't use it and judge you for using it are garbage. Like, okay, taxis, whatever. Uber, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Have an experience.
John, what do you think?
About public transportation?
Yeah. Do you agree with our points?
John's going to call it irrelevant.
I know. No.
It is irrelevant here.
No, I think honestly, I think Zach will get jacked about this, but like, that makes me want to call out like elected officials. That's completely on them, man.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like, it's a joke. It's a joke that, what is it now? 2025. That in 2000, Atlanta wasn't preparing for the boom of like it's a whole money thing. Hey, look,
it is.
No, it is.
Hold on. It's a money thing, and it's a planning thing. And it's the people that were in charge of the money and the planning never did that. And so it's so basically what I'm saying is it's unfair for me to judge public transport on UGO.
Yeah.
Because public transport is not put in a good position by the fucking people that run the public transport.
Right.
Right. That's why I call it undie instead of garbage, because like, I mean, the officials, like you said, if you go back in the past and even to now, because they use the same talking points, it's like, well, people don't want it. And it's like, we're talking about a public good. So instead of doing a public good, which people want, you're going to say, oh, no, we're going to do a public good by only listening to the people who say we don't want it.
Correct. Because they're the ones with the money. Yeah. It's bad, especially like
and that's not admitted. I wish they would just admit it. Like, hey, y'all, we know you guys want public transportation, but unfortunately, the people who don't want it paid us to not make it happen. So, do you want to do something about that? No, but they don't do that though. They go, oh, it's just there's a lot of we're listening to those of you who don't want it.
Yeah. No.
This topic is unending. Can we go to the next one?
It makes you upset. Sure. I can tell.
All right.
It does. Because guess what? Because every breath I spend on it, it'll not change anything.
That's actually very true.
I do like thinking about you taking the train from St. Simons to Atlanta instead of driving through McDonough traffic on 675.
Dude, that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, if we could take the train around the state.
High-speed rail?
Bro.
Yeah.
I know.
Yo.
Anyways. The dreaming part of it's great. I like. Hey, how was your Mother's Day, guys?
Pretty chill.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I forgot to call my grandma. I felt really bad.
She's not your mom.
You're right. My dad remembered to call her.
Sorry,
exactly.
Kidding.
Got to celebrate moms.
Yeah, well, there's one more reverse UGO if you want to.
Yeah. Come on, give it to us.
All right. Red 40.
I mean,
garbage, I think.
Garbage, I guess.
Definitely garbage. Stains.
I think it's bad for us. I don't know.
I don't drink.
Stains. That's a great point. Actually.
I mean, and I don't drink most of the red drinks. Red Kool-Aid, red Powerade, Gatorade. That's not usually my go-to.
No.
So.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the one unanimous we've had. Garbage.
You know what's funny though is like if someone were to hand me a red Gatorade, in my mind I'd be like, "You hate me," but really they probably like me because I think a lot of people like that.
I like red better than yellow.
I mean, like fruit punch, which is red, is like usually the only juice they have at a chain restaurant. John, see, I'm doing a callback.
There you go.
So it's clearly the choice.
Right. Hey,
so it's overrated. It's overrated.
Okay.
I've got a quick game real quick.
All right.
Zach, what's the first word that comes to your mind when I say paint?
Fuck. I thought of it before you said it. That's not fair.
I knew. That's why I went
Can.
like this.
Can.
Sirs, what's the first word that comes to your mind when I say caterpillar?
Fur.
Damn, I was gonna say frog.
Fur. I meant fuzz, but I said fur.
They have furry caterpillar.
Fuzz, yeah. What's the first word that comes to your mind?
This might be the conclusion of my input to the pod.
Let us give you one.
Okay.
What's the first word that comes to mind when Zach says?
Oh, me? River.
Water.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
And that'll do for the Whatever You Want podcast. Cool Jays, thank you for joining us. Zach and Anders, hopefully they entertained you like circus monkeys. And Sam.
I love you for your monkey.
Thank you for your UGO suggestions.
My name is John.
I'm Anders.
This has been great. My name's Zach.
Yes.